morning everyone. I am at Bunnings at the hardware store. We're here to get a plug and some more jib he needs for around the washing basin. There's a few other bits and pieces that we need to get. We are tired. It is day 3 I think on the laundry and we're hoping to get it done today. There is a bit of tension about how quickly that's going to happen because I think that we'll have to do the last coat tomorrow to let it dry in time, and James is saying it has to get done today. But you can't make paint dry fast. Hey.
Hey.
How are you? So, did we get everything we need?
Almost. I need to get some light switches from the other hardware store so they match the ones we've already got. Yeah.
There is no routine right now in my whole life. Is there any routine in yours?
Yes, get up and work.
Right. And he's vacuuming. He's trying to vacuum. James and I did a big mission today. We got everything second coated. I've still got to paint this window and that's going to be a job for me to do over the next few days. And as you can see, we have set the machines up. Got the fridge, washing machine, dryer and the super tub. I'm about to put on the first load of washing in the hope that everything is connected and working well. And we have finished the cupboard in here. It's looking really good. You can see all the shelving has gone back in. We've done the spare toilet and it's looking super tidy. Of course I'm going to have the mirror back in here and I might put a picture in here and that might have to be enough. It's a spare toilet. It's not actually used a huge amount, but it's here for when people are really needing it. So now we are going to be in full decluttering mode. So I'm going to go through all our cleaning products, pet things like the kitty litter, all the storage containers, things like that, all the cleaning equipment, get my house back in order. It's going to be awesome. Along with the decluttering, I sold our giant bookshelf. Now you might have seen it in previous videos. So I got rid of that because I wasn't quite sure what to do with it anymore. I did think of painting it, but in the end I just thought it's going to go, and all it's got on it is books and games, and we'll just work out a new system in the house that we're going to go to. So I've been boxing up the books and the games that were on the bookshelf. So they are all here on the floor to be stored. So that's another thing that's being sorted over the last few days. Good morning, and we are going to get stuck into getting this laundry sorted. I'm really excited about this because it's the beginning of getting the rest of the house up to speed with being able to be sold. So I'm going to really do a big cull today and try and work out a decent storage system in there. So come along with me as I tidy up all this mess and get some order. I really love this part of tidying up. Just is my favorite bit. There's James's stuff for the pool. This is a bucket of my regular household cleaning and some brushes and buckets. That's laundry. Got white vinegar, some carpet cleaner, which I might use since we're moving. Sugar soap, although I think one of these is not as full as the other. That one's got a little bit and that one's quite full. Granola, which I will definitely hold on to. This for leather shoes, and this is for clothing, and James uses this on our wet weather gear. Apparently it's important. This is a wood varnisher, wood. So these are all my seeds and my books, the bag. Okay guys, so I am so pleased with how all this has turned out. Everything just fits perfectly along here. I don't know why we haven't had the fridge here before. I managed to clear off the windowsill completely and I put some plants there. We've managed to put up a shelf. James shortened it for me so I could actually fit it in this spot. And I bought this cool canister for the laundry stuff, and it keeps its little scoop on the side, which I thought was a really cool find from the warehouse. Got this Kiwiana poster that I've been longing to put up. I got it from a second-hand store. So that's been super fun to have that put up there. Found a frame for it from Kmart. It doesn't quite fit, as you can see, but that doesn't bother me. I love the look of it. You can see it clearly. It's filled with Kiwiana. Our country and our stamps. Very fun. Okay, here I think the only thing that's really missing is a door and a light. But everything's open and you can see it easily, so that's a bonus to me. Point in having everything hidden where you can't remember what you have. So I've kept the cleaning stuff up high. I could potentially put it in the cabinet below the sink, but then I wouldn't remember that I have it, so I don't want to use that. It's high enough that children won't be able to grab it. Store things up there that are kind of bulky and we don't use very often, the pet things. And I've got the pool chemicals even higher because those literally need to be staying right out of everybody's way. And down here I've just got remaining things like the shoe polish, a few extra cleaning stuff, the plastic gloves and light bulbs, because I always forget that we have those, so they have to be where I can see them. And the rest of the shelving down here is pet food. Oh, it's got my weights because I still haven't found a home for those really. I've got pet stuff on this shelf, got cleaning extras on this shelf, and I've got my gardening things there. Down the bottom here I've got my steam carpet spot cleaner, hand broom and shovel, and some shopping bags. And these shelves in here just hold 2 towel rails. One is for the bathroom and one is for in here that James hasn't hung yet for me. And there's the 2 multi-boxes that I'm just going to hold on to. If we don't end up using them, we can get rid of them. So this side we have got hiking boots, and the snow boots are mine. I've got my steam mop and a broom, ironing board, the iron that goes with the ironing board, and there usually would be my step ladder in here as well, but that's being used. And James has hung up my coat rack, which I think looks really cool there. Just wet weather gear for when we need it, and the muddy shoe place for when we need it. One extra thing I didn't mention was that I keep my bulk bins right down here, and I refill my containers in my pantry. It's got rolled oats, coconut, wheat berries, and I think there's a spare one that's not used. There's 4 in there. I got 4 bins. Yeah. There's 2 laundry baskets, a dog bowl for her water, and the spare toilet, which is looking really good. I've hung a picture up here just to create less of a blank space. This hand basin's fine. I just gave it a really good scrub and wipe down, make sure it's tidy. I've got my mirror that was always there. There's a little bin down there. And up here we've put a plant. James has rehung the door. And I think he had to put a new stopper down the bottom so that it stops it. So there you go. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. I got the windows all done. They're all completely finished and fresh. The only little marks that are on them are on the outside. And this side, it all looks beautiful and fresh and tidy. Just so proud of our work. So proud of James and how much he works to get things done so that I can come in and do the finishings. He had to shorten the shelf by about 1 inch. So that was really helpful that he was happy to do that. So guys, we are so excited with how this laundry has turned out. It has been such a mammoth effort trying to get all this done. And it is done, and we walk in here and we're like, this is so refreshing. We left the laundry to last because we knew that this would be our workstation for the whole house renovations, but now that this is done, it's like, wouldn't it have been nice to have a workstation that was as tidy as this throughout the whole renovations? It's really hard to know how you should have done it at the beginning until you're at the end.